Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wasteland 3. One of the main losses of the Great Deluge is music. It's just gone entirely. There's no background sound anywhere to be found. I noticed something while I was setting things up here. At the end of the last episode, I had noticed there's a power cable on the floor. My assumption at that time was that these two things probably ran to switches on this wall, and that flipping them both would open this door. But, check this out. Not actually the case. They don't seem to be wired to anything at all. If you follow this cable this way, you can see it emerges from the stage over here, runs under just a full carpet that is attached to the wall for some reason, and then to this thing. I don't know what this is. But it sort of looks like a window, but you can see on the other side of the wall here, there's no outlet. So I'm assuming it's like a mechanical shutter that will open if this is turned on, and you presumably, there's stuff in there that we might want. But unfortunately, we can see the power cable on this side. It runs under this stage, and then it just disappears. And I thought maybe it was connected to one of the animatronics over here or something. So I went and clicked on these a bit, and I'm saving you all the trouble. They sing another one of those horrible, interminable songs, and I had to listen to it 3 times because I was trying to interact with all the things in the area so much that I kept setting it off. So it is not obvious to me what exactly might power this. I'm wondering if it's like a perception thing, if maybe there's like a floor plate or something like that we can't interact with because we can't see. But you can see the cable doesn't emerge out of the other side, so it's something about this display that would turn on whatever this is. It's really interesting, and it's something that maybe we'll come back for once we have better stats or something. I don't exactly know what it is we're missing, but clearly we're missing something. Okay, that out of the way, I want to talk a little bit about this quest. So, obviously, I don't have the background that a person familiar with the last 2 games would about Cochise and the synths and everything. But I think this quest is really interesting. I think that there's honestly a little bit more moral complexity being displayed here than you usually get in a video game. It tends to be the case that moral choices in video games are really silly and obviously false. A great example is the classic example, right, is the BioShock morality system, where, the developers tried to convince people when the game was coming out that the game, you would make difficult moral choices. And if you're not familiar with what the moral choice in BioShock is, it's occasionally you save little girls from horrific situations, and the moral choice you're given is to let them go free and skip off to a happy life, or to crack them open and drink their spinal fluid for upgrade resources. But the thing is, first of all, that's not a real choice, obviously. But secondly, the let them go on their way option actually gives you more resources. Every 3 little girls that you release, you get upgrade resource, and you get more than you would have gotten from killing those 3 girls. So it's doubly not a choice. It's not a choice in literally every way. And a lot of video game moral choices are sort of in that vein. This one, I think, it's legitimately interesting, right? October is very likely to kill another person. But also, October is a living being that is just trying to live. And also, Gary Wolf is almost certainly going to kill another person, right? We know that Gary Wolf and his squad are not exactly careful, and they do not take civilian lives into account. And if we want to, try to balance one life against another, which is not necessarily an easy thing to do, it's likely that October is going to kill people who are trying to hunt October, whereas Gary Wolf is going to kill whoever happens to be around. So I think we made the right choice. But I could honestly see... I could sort of see somebody going the other way. I would think that person was operating on some fucked up principles, maybe, but I could kind of see it. And I think that's interesting. I think that's a better job than video games generally do with this kind of stuff. Anyway, So we're going to go tell Gary Wolf to go to hell, and then I think our plan is we're basically done here, right? Like, we can't quite figure out this thing. Yeah, travel to the bazaar, the traders market. We talked to the people in the traders market, and it sure didn't seem like they, what's her name, Ma, had anything new to say to us. It's possible that I pissed her off too much the first time we talked to her, and I've kind of screwed this up. I guess we'll see. So I think we're just going to go outside and see what's what while we continue to level up. Like, we're not quite level 9. The game does not suggest that we go after Valor Buchanan just yet, but we're not that far off. Yeah, so we'll go outside for the first time in 10 episodes, well over 10 hours of gameplay. We'll see what's what on the world map, and we'll come back. I'm sure there will be time to complete Gideon Reyes' nonsense. So let's go tell Gary Wolf that, oh gee, I don't know what happened, we just couldn't, you know? Somehow, it ended up that the synth isn't dead. I don't know what to tell you, man. I am pretty curious about the history of synths in the setting, but I am intentionally not looking anything up until we've completed the game. So don't tell me, please. But I mean, it would be very hard not to. I mean, first of all, it's very hard not to be like, oh, that thing wants to live. We should try not to, we should try not to kill it for the crime of wanting to live. But also, it's hard not to import an awful lot of this sort of thing from other science fiction properties, right? Like, there's a huge amount of robot sci-fi. Hey, that's an armor crate that I just accidentally moused over. How do we do that? Do we... Oh, this is just like a guard post. There's a guy in here. Can we open crate? There you go. What do we got? Some rad tech pants and a merc helmet and some merc armor. Do we still have open helmet slots? Does everybody have a helmet now? No. No, they do not. Kabam. Nah. I want to keep the big white. Like, if this were dyed white for her, as many of the other pieces of armor seem to be dyed their player's primary color, I'd probably go with it, but I like to try to keep an obvious color profile on each person, because it just makes them so much easier to pick out from above. And then we got some merc armor. I think everybody's wearing at least merc armor at this point. Yeah, merc armor or better. And these pants are 4-strength pants that only give 3 armor, which is not even good. I don't think. Do you have... No, Jim's armor's better anyway. Okay. Well, I'm happy to have a 6th helmet. Who are you? Okay, nobody. Just a random private. Oh, I should probably get everybody down here. Hey, all y'all. Let's go have a quick chat with old salty Gary. I'm sure he loves being called that. Hey guys, look, it's old salty Gary.
Find that synth in Colorado Springs yet?
I always find it funny when options in dialogue in these kinds of games are marked as a lie. Like, you might forget that that's not what happened. I mean, which one of these do I think is least likely to lead to him breaking back into Colorado Springs and shooting up a bunch of innocent people again? We could still kill him. We might just kill him. He does not seem to be a great person. Oh yeah, we fought it, but it got away somehow. Shucks.
Got away? It was one synth. Did you even try to kill it? You realize when Cochise wakes up again and wipes out the last of humanity, it'll be your fault.
I don't want to keep breaking the narrative flow here, but I think part of my problem with this whole idea, and I know that if you played the previous game, maybe this connects with you more viscerally. Cochise is the least scary name that exists. I can't bring myself to be worried about an AI named Cochise.
Pack up, squad. Seems like the Colorado Rangers are just as pussy as the ones in AZ.
Well, I mean, we were just the ones in AZ like a week ago, so we're the same Rangers, dude. Also, pussy as an adjective. Usually you say someone is a... Okay, never mind. You know what? Gary Wolf's grammar is not the largest of his problems.
Race traitors.
Oh! This is one of those moments where I kind of wish there was a camera. I wish y'all could have seen my reaction to that. Okay, so he's dead. To be clear, I don't so much mind being called a race traitor, because that ain't a real thing. But, kind of person who calls other people race traitors, that's a person you can just safely remove from the world with no loss to anyone. So, I think... What are we looking at here in terms of violence? Hey, you stand there and let me aim this rocket launcher for a second. So 6, 7, 8, 10 armor. Gary himself has a lot of HP. I mean, they all have kind of a lot of HP. We can do this. Let's take advantage, though, of the moment, since we're going to be engaging. How do we want to position for this? We probably want Ringer pretty close. Ringer and Lucia, right? Because Lucia's got a decent shotgun now, too. Although, these fancy shotguns they have are only Pen 5. So she'll probably be sticking to her... Even her revolver's not great here. Oh well. Actually, who has good... Okay, you have a rifle that has penetration good enough to actually get through. Where's Quan? Quan also has an okay rifle. Actually, we have a lot of skill points to spend, apparently. A bunch of us leveled up off of telling Gary Wolf that lie. Okay, so what are we building toward with Quan still? Spray and pray, not super good. You know, we haven't actually looked at any SMGs, I don't think. I'm kind of making an assumption that SMGs are going to be pretty bad, that I think is mostly coming from the fact that that's the way it is in most games like this, where, like, the SMG is sort of designed to function as the shotgun of automatic weapons, but in practice it's just, like, they don't pierce armor very well, and they don't really do enough, like, they're just worse assault rifles in every way, in a lot of games. And I'm making an assumption that that's true here, too, because this game is descended from a lot of those games. We don't actually know this. So, spray and pray might actually be good, who knows. But so we could build up his automatic weapons a little bit more. We could push nerd stuff, which will let him electric leakage. So right now, robots that he acts will be attacked by other enemies. If he gets that... Or sorry, we have the option to buy that perk. We have not bought it yet. But this one makes them emit an electric burst every turn. I could see this being useful. You know what? Let's give him the nerd stuff. Let's commit on nerd stuff. And then do we want to maybe sneak him up? He's the only person in our whole crew who has any sneaking ability at all. That's probably reasonable. Sneak attack damage plus 40%. Thing worth remembering. Maybe we should open this combat with a sneaky sneak attack and then shoot them all with a rocket launcher during Brass's turn. That actually might be the smart move. So, he doesn't really need more strength. He's not at an awareness threshold to actually gain perception. Although, if he's the sneaky guy, presumably sometimes he'll be off on his own, so maybe we should be pushing awareness on him, because he might need to, like, see traps. We can't always have Jim following him around. That might be the move. I'm gonna do that. He's gonna go awareness heavy. And then we got some level ups on Ringer. Ringer does have a perk available. So what's Ringer gonna get? We could grab Shredder Shot. Inflicts bleeding on anyone hit. Deals bonus damage against targets with armor damage. Spirit Animals, not that compelling because the animals that he is keeping right now don't give buffs in the first place. Interesting. Does that mean buying... How do we buy multiple items at one time? I wonder if it's just like if you purchase multiple items in one, like, one use of the transaction screen. This first aid thing is fine. It's kind of whatever. It does play well with his trait. And then I think this is pretty good, so we can build up to that over time. We might just want to pick up We probably want to pick up a combat skill. Crippling Brawling Attack penetrates the target's defenses. For every 1 combo meter built up, provides 2 armor penetration and 10 damage, and resets your combo meter. So we just build combo by punching, we know that. It's possible that it doesn't do anything, like, naturally, and that the only reason that combo exists is for it to be spent by, like, finisher-style moves. You know what? Let's buy this. I think I kind of want to go in. We have enough people doing small guns already that I think I kind of want to go in on brawling to give Ringer a little bit more of a unique mechanical flavor. And then on top of that, of course, there's the fact that, like, his name derives from the fact that, like, you know, cows have bells and boxing has bells. So he's really, you know, that's like his whole deal. That's like his whole deal is bells. He loves bells so much. And then I might hold on to the 1 skill point. I don't know that I want to push anything else up here, really. Not right this second. And as such, probably just, like, dig in on strength. I'm gonna dig in on strength. He moves pretty quickly already, right? We don't need to push speed or anything. He's not having the same problems that that Brass is having. I do love the way Brass looks. So Brass is probably just going to pick up more explosives. This next point of explosives is the one that unlocks the AoE perk, right? Oh no, that's high impact. We already have the AoE perk available, although we have not had a chance to purchase it yet. Yeah. Automatic crits, that seems like a really good idea. So sure, let's push explosives up to there. And then you might have enough strength already. We've not seen any weapons that Brass couldn't wield. So Brass is probably looking at something else. Okay, yeah, probably coordination, because we are at a threshold where it gives an action point. Okay, now I think we're ready to do the thing. So let's have Quan, like, sneak around behind him and drop that stealthy attack. Oh, buried items. Okay, we got some gold nuggets and a human skull with a conspicuous hole in it. And also, look at this photograph. Hold on a second. We gotta make sure Quan's not standing in the blast range. So, okay, I could aim this, like, over here. Can we keep our cover intact in case of danger later? I mean, I guess it looks like we're not going to do any damage to Quan because, you know, friendly fire is turned off. But I think, like, this is how I want to target this. So, Quan... Do I have a better gun for you? I know you're wielding, like, your personal gun, but... Do we have a gun that's got, like, a little bit better... Yeah. 12 to 14... with more penetration. Yeah, I think that's probably the move. Okay. Is everybody ready? Wait a minute. Lucia's gun is not loaded for some reason. Please put bullet in gun. Okay. Is anybody else having that problem? No, everybody else remember to load their gun. So, Brass is probably just going to want to be, like, real close, you know, not afraid of the damage they will deal, and will absolutely rocketize their faces real good. Let's have Jim be, like, over here. I'm hoping that we're not going to end up with our animals in a place where they just get, like, splattered. Have Skilly take cover behind this thing. And Lucia, I suppose, should be also in a cover position. Alright. Quan, perhaps you would like to lead us off. Oh, he doesn't quite have precision strike. Alright, so is this going to be a sneak attack? I have no idea. 59, is the issue here that he's too close to this person? Let me back up a step, I'm just curious. Yes, the issue was in fact that he was too close. So it's pretty finicky, actually, about ranges. I guess Gary's the one who it's most important to kill, so let's open up on Gary. Do I have a skill that would be relevant here? Oh, punctures through multiple enemies. Yeah, okay, sorry. We should do it like this. I don't have any good cover. I'm trying to, like, step back just a little bit. That's fine. Alright, puncturing shot. Yeah. Apparently, it's actually a very narrow cone, so we can hit all these guys. Let them have it. Okay.
Let's make this quick.
Some good armor damage, and then sorry to tell you, boys, it's my turn. Right, let's fire this like this. Holy shit! That is more than I... Did I nuke you? Are you nuked? Okay. You know, the doctor's nearby. It's gonna be fine. I underestimated the boom. What the hell did we load in those rockets? That was really not what I thought was gonna happen. Alright, mayhap we should save the looting phase until after we have seen the doctor. Because I blasted Lucia real bad. Actually, looks like... Okay, hold on. We'll figure this out in a second. To the doctor! Please actually go inside.
Hope that
that's
scent we
Irv.
let go was harmless. Any humans it hurts from now on are on you.
Wow, news travels fast.
What do you need, Rangers?
I need you to disinradiate poor Lucia. There was a mistake. We had a small issue.
That's what you pay me for. Have a seat.
That was way more nuclear looking than the last time we fired the rocket launcher, right?
I don't mind not having to clean and suture up.
Oh yeah, Skelly shouldn't be stinky anymore either. Let's check in with Irv real quick since we're here.
Thanks again for letting me work for you. This is so exciting.
Yeah, glad to have you. Are you enjoying the work?
I am so happy. I'm learning so much. All my life I wanted to be a scientist, but all I could do was read the books and dream. And now I can actually do things. It's incredible.
I am actually pretty curious what things he's doing. So what are you working on over there?
Tobacco.
Sorry? Like a Simpson? You're doing a Simpsons reference right now? Do you understand what's at stake here, man? Hey, what do you think of Doc Parker?
He's wonderful. He's almost as smart as Dr. Finster, but without all the, evil.
Okay, that's good. And this man is familiar with evil. He'd be able to see it. Do you think you could clone one of us?
Yes. Theoretically. I can have the machine take your genetic material and run the process. But no guarantee what comes out the other end. I did make a few tweaks to the process, though, so whatever it is, it probably won't be so angry. Probably.
Skelly would not be able to restrain herself, I think. I think we gotta say we want to try anyway.
Okay, well, how exciting! But before we start, one tiny caveat. The process requires special genetic material, and I've only got enough for one clone, so if anything happens to our new friend, try to recover its remains so we can reuse them.
Is it actually gonna just let me copy one of my party members?
Now, put your palm on the machine right here.
Placing your palm on the pad of Irv's machine, you feel a small pinprick. Irv shows you a pink, pulsating, pineapple-sized glob of goo, then tosses it into a hatch on the side of the machine. The machine whirs and rattles for a few minutes before a sound makes its way out, similar to air gurgling out of a pudding-filled balloon. You know, that sound that everyone's familiar with. The chamber shudders and the room rings with a wet slapping noise. With an ear-ringing squelch, a highly pressurized jet of goo fires out of a crack in the chassis. The chamber shudders and the room rings with a wet slapping again with the slapping noise. And then the squelch. Uh-oh, is this broken? Finally, the doors slide open and a gush of foul-smelling purple fluid pours out, followed by a gray-skinned, hairless, mucus-covered clone. Okay, well, you've given life, and clearly he's loving it, but it's not exactly what I asked for, is it?
Hey, this one can talk.
Can it, though?
Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it.
I guess that's talking. Irv, my dude, we have to talk about
You
this.
let that synth go? The one you found downtown? You know, I'm glad. They're not all bad, you know.
This is not the subject of the moment. I'm not allowed to reprimand him. There's no reprimand option. My reprimand skill is not high enough.
Thank you, Rangers. You saved my life.
Well, I guess I don't know what I was expecting. Like, what else could I have thought he would have done? But I'm still disappointed. Somehow I am still disappointed. All right, now that nobody in the parties are radiated anymore, let's go have a look at what's left of Gary Wolf. It didn't look like the bodies were glowing, but sometimes the game's weird about needing you to... What is that noise? Oh, good, it's following us. Maybe the noise was him. I might have gooped him. Here's the problem. I might have turned them into goop. There's not a lot of body left. You can see about half of somebody. This is a torso. I wonder if that's a thing in this game. I wonder if you can deny yourself loot by using explosives on the enemy. I need to understand what happened. Also, Lucia, are you not at full health? Did the doctor fail to doctor you good? Hold on a second. What is the story with this rocket launcher? Nothing special. Did we use weird rockets? It feels like it was a different effect than last time. You don't have a perk? I don't know. I don't know. That's real weird. You can't argue with the efficacy. Although I do wish that there had been any loot at all. Those guys seemed like they were probably pretty well equipped, right? Okay, is there anything else we want to do in the base while we're here? I don't think so, right? We can go talk to the people in the brig, but I don't think there's anything... You know what we should do? Since I'm talking about SMGs, let's go to the armory and see if there are any SMGs and actually, like, do a little bit of comparison here.
Remember that job in Needles? Which job? This refugee situation. It's a temporary thing, am I right?
Joey, did you not hear what just happened outside? You maybe focus on the guns. Give me... What do you got?
Let me show you.
Joey bag of donuts. Ooh, orange thing. It's a laser shotgun. It's a motherfucking laser shotgun. What more could you want? Fair enough. 21 to 30 damage as a shotgun, and I'm assuming it has... Yeah, bonus against metal, minus against flesh. How much is it? 368? I mean, hold on a second. Have I sold my junk recently? Okay, I'm gonna buy the laser shotgun. It seems like a really useful thing to have around. And we got the money. Alright, now show me... This is a pistol. Are you an SMG? You are, okay. So, 3 automatic weapons. Do we have a rifle that's on 3? The pulse gun's not a great comparison. I want to try to make sure I'm comparing like the same class of weaponry. I don't have an automatic weapons 3 rifle. Do you? No, he doesn't really have anything either. Okay, well, so 7 to 8 damage times 6 with a penetration of 3. If we compare that to what is a level down of this thing, penetration 6, 9 to 11 times 3. So we're looking at Scorpion is, in fact, almost double the damage. And you have to assume it would be a little bit less, relatively, against a thing that was actually the same skill. But penetration 3 versus penetration 6 on a lower skilled weapon. So yeah, anytime you have armored enemies, you're going to have problems. And armor seems to be a pretty significant reduction in damage. 65% hit chance, 1.8 times crit damage, so... It has less base hit chance than the weaker assault rifle. So it does seem like it's kind of the thing I was saying, range 12 versus range 15. Okay, the range isn't actually all that different. But it does seem like it's basically the shotgun of automatic weapons. I don't know. I guess if we see a good one, we'll keep an eye out for a good one, see what a good one looks like. But at the moment, I'm not too impressed. Alright, and with that, I guess let's go back outside and then look around a little bit, and then I guess we're going to the world map. Which I presume is the thing we can actually get to.
A mutiny. I'd hire a cook if I was you.
Okay, that's a fair point. We do not have a cook. What's happening in the kitchen right now? Is it just the toaster? I mean, we have somebody back here. Private Moya.
Here to serve.
I get it. It's like... because it's like two meanings. Because that word is used to mean two different things. Yeah, okay, so it's just a random person cooking. It's gotta be our clone that's making the squishy noises.
Tomorrow is the first day of the rest of your life.
Okay, I mean, it's not wrong. So where is the killdozer? Do we want more snowballs? Just the right balance of density and wetness. You know, I already am carrying around too much urinated on equipment. We don't need any more of that. We probably don't need any more snowballs either. And you would think they would melt. So where's the killdozer? Wasn't it over here? I was probably in the garage now. Okay, so here we have an exit grid. Aha! We also have a building, but before the building, we have random buried stuff. It's a gold bar, yo! And also some cigarette butts. Hey, a gold bar seems pretty good. Hold on, we're gonna walk around over here a little bit. There's a bunch of rabbits, which we could presumably animal charm, but, like, who cares? So there is stuff up here. If I just click up here, will they figure it out? Okay, there's a ladder on this side. Well, what is it? It's a reflex scope, which seems okay, and a bunch of garbage. Is there anything on this level? There sure is. Okay, a little bit of money. What about over here? Boy, this is a little clumsy. I should probably try not to have so many people selected when we're doing things that require ladders. No, just a private.
You guys are really putting your hearts into this place.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would say that that's definitely a fair description of what I've done so far, which is run around town and basically make an ass of myself. So the car's probably in the garage.
Here to serve.
I want my killdozer.
Good luck
Jody,
out there.
yeah. Do we want to swap somebody out for Jody? Nah, I kind of like the way our team's working right now. We've got this figured out. Can I just use the killdozer? Yes. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Load into the car and head to the world map. Let us, now, somewhere around 12 hours into the game, finally see what is beyond the border of Colorado Springs. Did you know almost all turrets are powered by a generator? Finding and destroying or deactivating the generator is often much easier than destroying the turret itself. I think that is a little presumptuous, you know, regarding tactics and positioning. Sometimes the turret's a real pain in the ass to get past, frankly. And so far, we haven't seen too many turrets that have, like, a lot of health. Who knows? We have no idea what the scaling is going to look like on this game as we approach endgame. It may end up being the case that there's just, like, terrifying turrets out there. Oh! Wait a second. How do I... camera. I actually can't move the camera or zoom in or out. Okay, we can drive around. Is the bazaar a different place than Colorado Springs? Reyes says, go to the market to the east that is called the bazaar. And he is west of the screen where all of the people are gathered around their tents and tables full of goods. So I assumed that was the bazaar.
Oh, damn
message from this fallen world, and only the works of the...
This is Orestes Dorsey, calling the Rangers.
Hey, I was listening to that.
Brother Jarrett, remember? Then y'all ran off like cowards before I could find you.
I object to this characterization.
Well, now you're gonna come find me. Lest you want all of Colorado to hear me kill a bunch of innocent folk, 'cause you was too chicken to save them. Got a whole family trapped in their homestead. About 3 generations worth. Now, if you don't want them to be the next to die and the day you lose your blood, you better come up north and take their place.
You know, we didn't really need an he didn't have to pull this whole hostage situation thing. He could have just called us and said, hey, this is where I am. We would have come and handled it. I'm going to harass him, though. Sorry, arrest is who? I have no idea who you are.
Real funny, Rangers. Real fucking funny. I caught one before they all got in the door. Well, how do you like their jokes? The rest of them go when I get bored, Rangers. So you better hurry, 'cause I was born restless.
He didn't shoot anybody. There was no, noise at all. There would have been some outcry or some whimpering. He's just a bad scammer. He is bad at scamming.
Come in, November 1. Receiving an urgent distress call in your area. Patching it through.
This is Arapahoe 44. We're pinned down on 25 south of Colorado Springs. 2 escorts killed, and these motherfuckers are circling back. Oh, fuck! Here they come! Oh, fuck!
44! Are you there, 44? The Rangers will get somebody to your location right away. Copy? 44! You copy? Lost contact. You heard them, November. And listen, this isn't just any convoy. A44 is hauling new power armor for the Marshals.
Hey, that sounds important and maybe stealable, question mark?
It is. The Patriarch will expect us to make recovering that power armor our highest priority. Get there fast and you should be able to save that cargo. Over and out.
I guess for the moment we ought to play nice. Also, obviously we ought to go save the Arapahoe. So where is that? Do we have, we didn't get a map marker for, oh wait, hold on. It's underneath all the character portraits. It's this way. He did say south. That makes sense. Yeah, obviously we gotta take saving the Arapahoe pretty seriously, because, I'd like to be in their good graces. And we can definitely let this Erastus situation sit. I do not believe he has any hostages. Is that just a billboard for Styx? Do people still listen to Styx? And I guess they must. Well, that was dramatic. How do I...
Citizens of Colorado, this is your Patriarch, wishing you safety and warmth on this cold night. I want to assure you that our borders are secure, our fuel tanks are overflowing, and there is plenty of food and water for everyone.
What an odd thing to say.
It's been a long, hard road getting to this point, with many sacrifices along the way. But the toil has been worth it. Colorado is the envy of all its neighbors, and its people live a life those outside its borders can't imagine. Enjoy it. It has been my life's work bringing it to you, and it does my old heart good, knowing you are living happy lives. It is all I ever wanted. Thank you, Colorado, and good night. This has been your Patriarch, signing off.
I mean, listen, maybe for these people, contextually, it's a little bit more comforting. But if my leader got on the TV and was like, hey, listen, everybody, we're all perfectly safe. The world's definitely not about to explode. You will certainly have electricity and food when you wake up tomorrow. That will put me into a right panic. A wrecked caravan in the middle of a sleepy suburban street. The trucks have been shot and smashed up and looted. Well, we better get in there and counter-loot them. Because I want some of that power armor. I don't know if that's a thing that we're actually going to be able to get out of this, but... The Iron Thunder Arapaho never bent the knee to the Patriarch. They are seen as valuable allies, given freedom of movement through his territory in the interest of trade. Yeah, that right there is exactly why we definitely want them indebted to us. That said, based on the description we were given, it seems like we might be arriving too late.
You won't get away with this! They'll hire mercenaries to put you down like rabid dogs.
You pathetic shit! You think we're scared of a few mercs? I won't give you to Slave Master Hardchain. I'm gonna keep you for myself. You can watch me murder rangers for years. When you finally lose hope, we'll use your head as a hood ornament. Let's get started after I take your supplies.
Alright, well the good news is we're going to have about 10 years to set up as he continues to try to bang through the back of that truck with his hands. That man's arms are circular saws. That's pretty wild. He's called a butcher. I guess that makes sense. Also, there are dudes whose head, yeah, bomb thrall. There are dudes whose heads are just clearly explosives, so that's something. Not even like, these are like depth charges. Why would these be the... Alright, I don't know, man. So, oh, person over here is bleeding really badly. Looks like a lot of them are dead, but not all of them. Alright, well, let's endeavor to keep it that way. So we got a heavy machine turret. Actually, a couple heavy machine turrets? Yeah. Well, don't exactly know how we're going to resolve that problem. Maybe the idea is you want to have your machine person be faster than ours is. I feel like we're having consistent issues with this. Well, I guess we do have a thing over here. You know what, Quan? Why don't you stealth over here and see if you can find us a flanking position, or at least some loot. Loot would be good. A red tie with black stitching on the back that reads "No respect." Why? If it's on the back, people aren't going to know how funny your tie is. +1 hard ass. That seems pretty good. If you want to intimidate the hell out of someone, this is the helmet. Does Skelly have 3 strength? I think she does. Can we do that? Can we do that thing? She does not. And wow, that I do not want to wear that with too little strength. Okay, she's not too far off of a level though. When she levels up, we'll give her a point of strength so she can wear this. What's it look like? Oh, you know, despite the fact that that doesn't quite fit her color scheme, and sadly it does not recolor, I might just keep that. That seems pretty alright. Was there anything else in here? Oops, no, not Skelly. Skelly is the opposite of sneaky. Oh, this is like a shelving unit in front of the stairs. Never mind. Quan has good vision, right? He's perceptive. You know what? Just in case, let's get Jim over here too. Oh, actually, that door is locked. Well then, let's let Jim handle that. Between the two of us, we will probably see any kind of trip mines or whatever before... Oh, just buried items. And then, of course, we can just have Brass run over if we actually find something. It's a can of Boars. Who just buries their beer? Oh. That's kind of interesting. So if we didn't have perception, this would just be a hard wall for us? That's actually, like, it's a little silly in terms of, like, diegetically what it represents, but mechanically I think that's really cool. So this is going to be the building then... Yeah. Alright, well, hooray for perception. This is where I'm expecting the traps. I really wish I wasn't being tracked by a blue man who is almost certainly, still, to this moment, wet to the touch. Okay, so we have the generator up here. Oh, only mechanics level 3. Easy. Easy, easy. Oh. Oh, Well, that's frustrating. That's my bad for assuming Brass would run the totally clear and obvious path instead of directly through the middle of a fire. And, like, what is going on in the pathfinding that it's like, oh no, I would prefer to run through a big fire. Hold on a second. I'm not going to be doing a lot of this, but, like, is there an autosave or something? Because that's just stupid. That shouldn't be how that works. Apparently we need to micromanage our character's pathing a little bit more. That's very dumb, though. I'm annoyed by that. It's like they should always prefer a route that avoids detection, but also they should always prefer a route that avoids running through a big-ass fire. You should have to click specifically in a fire to get your characters to walk into a fire. That ought to be a thing that they are unwilling to do under normal circumstances. And even if you want them to move into a fire and you click directly in the fire, you should have to explain it to them. They should just, like, turn toward the screen and be like, dude, what? What do you think you're telling me to do here? I sure hope this autosave is at the beginning of the area and not at the moment of combat initiating. What am I even looking at here? Oh, okay, no, it's when Quan walked. Okay, I see where we are. This is the thing. You can kind of see the outline of the hidden door. Oh, apparently I have the whole party selected. Well, that's probably fine. Honestly, it's probably for the best. And that is a container that I missed the first time. Yo, wait a second. The bleeding person's name is Georgia Overdrive, which I did not notice before. That's pretty good. That's a good solid name there. Alright, ammo and a fair amount of money. In general, I think these games are way more interesting if you don't save scum. You are, like, really robbing yourself of the potential for cool, unexpected things to happen if you save scum and micromanage your outcomes. But I will absolutely load a save over something like that, where, like, a character just did not do the thing we told them to do. They did a whole different thing that is way dumber. What is that? It's one of our chickens. It's one of our chickens who ain't too bright. Are they gonna notice when we do this? Despite the fact that that was loud as hell, it looks like the answer is no. Alright, did that get them both? It did get them both. Okay, so now we just gotta set up an actual attack here. Jeez. Can I get... Here, let's have Quan go... back out to the front, I guess? Is this alleyway accessible? Can we actually move through here? Yeah, okay. Oh, wait a second. I just want vision, again. Sorry, Georgia, just chill for a second. We'll be right with you. Okay. I wish there were a way to pause the real time. Oh, hold on. Quan's about to get got. I feel like we could see way down here. Maybe I need somebody... let's have Skelly go back out to the front of this building. So I feel like we could see all the way down the street when we came in here. Does this reveal all this stuff? Well, some of it. I wonder if the distance that her vision reveals... Hold on, this is stuff? This is not stuff. Is actually based on her perception. So we know there's an explosive guy back here somewhere in addition to this explosive guy. Alright, let's have Brass, like... Can Brass really not just see out the door? Okay, it is not safe to be any closer than this. I'm going to have Jim come through here with Brass. Maybe we're going to set up like a two-front thing. Ooh, I wonder if we could shoot down from the windows. Oh, we can certainly see down from the windows. That's actually very helpful. Where is... We'll have Quan come around over here and work from the windows. He's pretty accurate. And Jim, we probably want more down here. Because he's going to have to be closer to stuff. Where is Lucia? Lucia's also going to want to be over here. Or we could post her in the alley, I guess. Yeah, let's try to approach this from like as many angles as possible, right? I like a good overcomplicated battle plan. And then who's that leave out? Ringer is still back here, and Ringer also needs to be pretty close. Ringer might rush from here. He's fast enough that we don't need him to be like right up on them. I think this will probably do. And then Skelly can approach from this side via the cover over here. Okay, I like that. So we want Quan to be the one to open. Is this... That is not actually charged, okay. That's pretty considerable damage. Alright, I think we have very good positioning on them. This is going to be ugly, ugly, ugly. Wait a minute. I forgot that the Killdozer is a combat character. We installed that AI. It has a penetration 16 gun that shoots for like 150 damage. Do you want to obliterate this dude? Hold on. How far can we... Okay, we can roll up. This guy probably doesn't need to be a target of the vehicle. Oh, we can ram people with it. Of course we can. It's the Killdozer. I'm going to have it move to like right here. No, we'll stop right there, and we'll shoot at the bomb guy with the huge gun. Because I think Skelly's got this dude under control. Alright, show me that big, beautiful weapon. Just lovely. I'm a little disappointed he didn't blow up. I really thought he was going to blow up. That was not as pretty as I thought it was going to be. Oh, but we did get a free action. There you go. Did you actually just free action again? Very weird. Very, very weird play. Boy, I wish we had one more AP. Yeah, this is a fine movement. Alright, they do not have a lot of safe angles. What can we do with Lucia? So Lucia has to step out at least this far to get a shot on that guy. She may as well move to the cover. She's got a real good shot on a dude who really doesn't have that much health left. She's not going to be able to finish him off, but we'll have her roll up to cover. And does it make sense to go for a... probably not for one of those. I'm just going to shoot him normally. We'll soften him up and somebody else can step in for the kill. Alright, now Lucia has 9 armor. She is reasonably well armored, but we really want to make sure that somebody else has most of the attention. Do I want Jim to... What do you got left? Oh, you have your big aim shot too. Apparently he can see that guy. I'm surprised this guy's not getting cover from the truck. I'll take that 95% though. And I think we're just going to go to the head. If I hit him in the arms... Okay, it is guaranteed to give a hit chance penalty. It's not a random chance. But I think our plan is just to kill this man. Okay, not a bad start, not a bad start. So now the question is, does Jim do a rally? Can Jim get a shot in 2 AP? No, it looks like every place from which he can fire is 3 AP. So yeah, I probably don't want Jim to rally then. I want him to run up and shoot that guy in the head. with his very good gun. Alright, resolved. And then step behind cover. And I think Brass is gonna splat that dude and then just kind of be standing in the open. Oh, hold on. Let me not use the rocket launcher. Wow. Not a single hit. That's actually pretty worrying. I think I'm gonna have Ringer... Oh, hey, it's another dude. That guy's name is Shotgun? Maybe he is a shotgun. Maybe we could run over there and wield him. Well, I'm a little worried about ending my turn real close to the bomb man. But I do want Ringer up there and absorbing damage with his 17 armor. So I think what we're going to do here is just run up and give him a thwack with the shotgun. And if he is able to run over and blow up on us, then that's not ideal. But probably Ringer will survive. He's pretty tough. No, wait. Do not shoot the man whose name is Shotgun. Oh. Is he gonna blow up? No, it looks like he's not. Oh, apparently there's more guys. He is now frenzied. Well, my suspicion is he's not gonna get another turn. Oh, right, we have all our critters. Wow! Okay, only one attack between a lot of them, but it was a pretty good attack. So let's start with the Killdozer. Killdozer, who do you have range on right now? You do not have an angle, but we can roll up 4 AP and then just, yeah, blast the hell out of somebody. Take this all of the terrain between me and that. Yeah, obviously, right? Holy hell, that gun. Alright, you're a thing to think about. Let's go Quan next. So Quan... I mean, I think probably Ringer's got this. I'm gonna have Quan shoot at... Oh, actually, Quan can't shoot at that guy. Well then, let's do this. And then I might actually have Quan just go into ambush. Yeah, he doesn't actually have a shot on anybody else. I'm enjoying the tactics that we're getting to apply here. So, how much damage will I do if I just shoot this dude? Not really that much. I think we might run over and punch him. It's only 2 AP. So it's 2 AP to move there, and then we have another 8 available. We can like take a couple of normal swings, get some combo, and then do our special. Our new ability that we just bought. Bam. Yeah, get comboed on. I do wish that it was not incorrectly representing the number of AP things will cost. Okay, this is only 2. Alright, and now with some bonus damage, the Shaolin Surprise. Wow, he really winds that up and then just absolutely kicks some ass. Can I get close enough to shoot anybody else? I can. Cool. And I have no compunction about leaving Brass in the open. Brass is not afraid. Pretty disappointing hit chance though. I could have Jim rally. That's a shame. It didn't quite reach out there. Let's give Brass a little bit of extra movement. Maybe we can get... Okay, we can get a decent shot on that guy in the doorway. I'll take that. Pretty good. Oh, hey! Free action. Man, those free actions are real swingy. I mean, do I just drop this dude? I guess so, right? It feels like horrible overkill, but I don't actually have a way of doing a smaller amount of damage, And it's not like we're short on ammo. So who's left? Is it just that guy crouched way over there? I think it is. This is a little awkward. That chicken is standing in the perfect spot for Lucia to move to. Oh no, there's a guy over... That's right, there's totally a dude here. Okay, Skelly and Lucia are working together to find a solution to that problem. I do not much care for the fact that it's not showing me targeting percentages. We usually get targeting percentages, right? Like, if we try to run Lucia over here... Yeah. Well, I don't know why it's not doing that, but you have to assume if Skelly, you know, ends up, like, here, she's got a pretty clean shot on him. Alright, and that has left him at, unfortunately, too much health. I have to move at least 4 AP to get a shot on him, which means I am not going to have enough AP left to kill him. Yeah, that's a bummer. We don't have a skill that's relevant here. I mean, we could try to snapshot him. Could move up to here, go for a trick shot. Because if we did trick shot, then we'd get back enough stuff to do precision strike. And otherwise, he survives for another turn, and then we drop him pretty easily on the next turn. I'm going to go for it. This is going to leave Lucy out in the open a little bit, but I think it's going to be okay. So we're going to be slightly... Oh! Okay, it says it lowers hit chance by 50%, so I was expecting a 45 here, but I guess 95 is the cap, and we were actually at 120. Okay, and I busted his weapon. And then, you know what? I'm going to not even do him the honor of using the strike on him. Just going to put him away with a normal bullet. We'll strike somebody else. And Jim cannot do anything of value. Jim can go into ambush mode. I guess I'm too far away for that ambush. Yo! That was pretty cool. Was that his eyes or his helmet that let him do that?
Are going to die. Embarrassed.
There you go. That's some of that classic Jim wit. How do I... Oh, do I have... I think I have a shot through the window? Basically, I'm just trying to get out of the way of the killdozer. Aha! See, this is where you use your strike. Yeah, he's got like an MDK helmet on, but he's wearing it backwards. It's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. I'm pretty into it. You're good. Can the killdozer hit him through the window? Yes. Feels like that strike usage was maybe unnecessary. Could have just killdozed him. Alright. So how's everybody doing? Brass has been electrocuted. It looks like she's mostly worn it off, though. We got a bunch of level ups. But before we go spending anything, let's try to resolve the situation around here. Hey, Jim. Go parlay. At first glance, the man looks like just another corpse among many. Does he? But a sudden sharp twitch indicates his fast-fading vitality. It's okay. Jim's not a medical expert. He doesn't know. Battered and listless, his face is covered in drying blood. There's barely a hint of breath coming from his split lips. Let's diagnose his wounds. There are signs of internal bleeding. He's in bad shape. With an injury kit and field surgery for the worst of his wounds, he should be able to stabilize, or he should be stable enough to move him to long-term care. Okay, that seems very doable. We should probably have Ringer actually do it. So he needs an injury kit. We have so many things now. Okay. I don't know if this is the way you're supposed to apply these. Yeah, see, he's fine. Though unconscious, he'll likely live if they can get him to a safe place. Alright, and then we got you.
Shit! Who the hell are you guys? Here to finish me off?
No, we're the Rangers, ma'am. We received your distress call and are here to help.
Rangers are real? But that was a joke. To give people hope. My ribs are cracked. Our caravan's been ransacked.
This game has a real problem with variance in the dialogue levels. Like, in order to make it so the dialogue was louder without making the music or sound effects be a problem for, like, clipping into my voice, at this point we've got the dialogue set, like, 40% higher than all of the other volume sliders, and she's still, in parts of her lines, coming in under the pretty quiet music.
I'm drivetrain. Caravan leader. If you save my people, I'll owe ya.
I agree with that. How can we help?
Find my people. They're wounded. Scared. Definitely weren't prepared for this. Our medic. Sirens.
Yo, the guy who wrote the script for this game loves two things more than I have ever loved anything in my life. The word deluge and ellipses.
Sirens was in my car when those half-metal pieces of shit dragged him out and now he's gone. I just hope there are others left to find.
Well, we know where there's at least one. Oh, interesting. Hold on a second. Let me go medicine up your buddy Georgia Overdrive, which is a fantastic name. If this woman noticed November's approach, it's hard to see it in her agony-wrought face. She's sitting in an alarmingly large pool of blood. She's covered in severe contusions and lacerations. Chunks are missing from her armor, and her arms, also that. The worst of the bleeding could be stemmed with a suture kit, so it'd help ensure she survives the trip back to civilization. Well, that seems very doable. Suture kit is the other one that kind of looks the same as that one.
Thank you. Thought I was a goner. My driving hand still works. This is bad. But we'll get out of here. Thanks to the Rangers.
Damn straight thanks to the Rangers. Listen, I'm not trying to, self-aggrandize here. I'm just saying, we did literally save all of your lives in a very dramatic and cool way, so.
Any news, Rangers?
We found 2 survivors, worse for the wear, but breathing.
Only 2? Fuck. We had 10 people. 10! Sorry. That's 2 more than we would have had without you.
Everybody in this game talks like Stevie Knarbin.
3, I suppose. Thank you, Rangers. We'll start patching ourselves. And the vehicles. Get rolling to Colorado. We'll make it, thanks to you. I'll let Arapaho HQ know what the Rangers did.
What else can you tell us about the attack? It feels a little shitty to question her while she's obviously very nearly bleeding to death, but, I can't miss information that might be relevant to my quest lines.
Happened fast, Rangers. Routine run until we got here. Was riding in the center vehicle with our cargo. Lead vehicle hit a spike trap, tore up its treads. Almost plowed into them. Driver recovered. A professional. With a young daughter back home. Fuck. Flaming Huss came rolling. Out of the alley. Pinned the rear car. Then, gunfire. And those assholes with saws for arms came at us. Those fuckers must have been watching our routes for a while to have pulled this off. More organized than before.
And we already know what her cargo was. So I don't know exactly what the value of asking this question was, but it's here, and this game doesn't give you any incentive not to just ask everything, so...
I don't know the details. Clients prefer that. But the highest value goods always go in the middle of the convoy. I'm glad the Scar Collectors couldn't break into it before you showed up. Poke around if you want. But you'll see what we had for the Marshals when they receive it. If I can get this caravan to Colorado Springs.
Are you gonna be able to do that?
I'm gonna need some time for the endorphins to wash out the pain. But yeah, get any survivors into the cab. We'll get back on the road.
You can tell the voice actress is like, this is too many ellipses. I'm only gonna do like half of them now.
Arapaho HQ. We'll get someone out here to recover the deceased.
All right, well, take care. Seems like you've got it under control now. Guess let's loot out this area real quick before we call it for the day. So that is an active ammo box, and of course we gotta loot the bodies. Hey, what do you know? The ammo box had ammo in it. And sweet, leather straps. And wow, actually quite a bit of money. Crushed heatsink, an optical sensor that is also junk. Also junk. Also junk. Why have regular old teeth when you could have spiky metal ones instead? It's a great question. Also, a med hypo's nice. Garbage, garbage, garbage. $117 and also garbage. Okay. Is there anything else around here that we have failed to interact with? Oh, there's an ammo box up at the front of their truck. We gained a level on almost everyone. Which I guess makes sense, because Skelly had leveled up, like, or not Skelly, Brass had leveled up, like, immediately before the battle. Oh yeah, there's like a whole building in here. Is that... No, that is not interactable. There is a door, which will require some lockpicking, which fortunately we are prepared for. And what else? Actually, nothing else, it looks like. Alright, well, Jim, see what's what, and, you know, keep your gun ready. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so in the end, it's just a little room, but like, you could very easily have done this thing as just a door in a wall that's locked, and when you open it, it's like a closet or a pantry that just has a couple of boxes in it. But the fact that like it's down a ladder and the darkness unfolds before you makes it seem so much cooler and more significant. This game's got some good systems going. Rebar knuckles sound like they would be horribly painful to actually use. Also, not so good. A whole bunch of antidote seems like a good idea to have around. And Strike Back Pirate Radio with Brad Conway. Powerful investigative journalism from before the war, spreading the truth on the monsters of the tundra. And an explosives book, which I think we will probably be able to use to push Brass from 9 to 10. And that's our intent with this one, because we're already pretty close.
Welcome to the Strike Back Pirate Radio. Striking back at big government with the most dangerous weapon in the arsenal of any resistance. The truth. I'm Brad Conway, and today, we're going to talk about those strange reports from the Antarctic wastes. What are the creatures that have been sighted by multiple sources off the frozen coasts of Earth's southernmost continent? Some say there are human-machine hybrids stalking the tundra. Are some kind of monstrous government experiments taking place somewhere in those icy seas? And if so, who in our government is responsible? And what is the purpose of these unholy creations?
You know, he's just asking the hard questions. So there was a 5-point kiss-ass check with drivetrain. We're close to that, right? Yeah, we could totally buy kiss-ass 5 and just do that. Or we could push up more lockpicking. We haven't seen anything that's lockpicking 7, have we? Oh, there's a door in the Patriarch's place. I think I'm comfortable doing this, though. Let's check out what is behind that dialogue option. I'm actually really curious. And then we were working toward demoralize, and I do want this. Although, I wish it said on it what the effective radius was. Yeah, and I don't think we actually have anything else that we really care about, so I might just bank the perk point until next level, when we can use it properly. And he's about to go up. Yeah, we should go up a perception level. We can have 2 people in the party who are very perceptive. That's fine. All right, we know Skelly wants a point of strength, and then where are we at on skills with her? I mean, toaster repair. What if I ran into a toaster and I couldn't immediately repair it? We're high enough level to get Gopher Hunter here already. We probably don't want Spray and Pray for the moment. I mean, it's fine, but not amazing. I might just... Maybe this is silly, but I think I'm just going to keep working on toaster repair. Listen, somebody's got to repair all these toasters, and then she can hold on to the other skill point. Do we want to nerd stuff, or do we want to automatic weapons? These are the difficult choices we are faced with. I kind of want to nerd stuff, although sneaky shit is also obviously pretty valuable for him. So let's see, he's already passed this. He's on his way toward... Okay, close call's not bad. It's probably not going to be super relevant for him because he has decent perception, and so he's going to see them before wandering into them a lot. I mean, this doesn't seem awful. We can't really push any of our skills up to any more interesting points. But we can take a targeting thing, or we can take a nerd stuff thing, I suppose. Crank that x86 all the way up to 66 megahertz. You can tell, because once upon a time we used to have 8-segment indicators on the computer case that tell you how many megahertz the processor was currently running at. You get that up into the double digits and look out. I think I'm going to go nerd stuff. We have a lot of people who are good at shooting things, but like, Quan is our only person who knows how to use a computer. Seems like a valuable role to have on the team, and I'm gonna dig into making him real stealthy as well. And then we are at a coordination threshold? No, we're not. We're 1 point short of one. We are at an awareness threshold. He already moves fairly fast in combat, and I think speed doesn't affect his world map, like his non-combat time running speed. So it's not necessary for him to like get around people stealthily. I think I'm just going to push awareness. He and Jim are both going to have a lot of awareness. Alright, and then Ringer. What do we want from Ringer? Ringer's pushing up to an increase in combo maximum. I mean, I don't know what it is right now, but 10 times... Like, when are we going to have an opportunity to put 10 combo points on somebody? When is that going to be a good thing to do? Alright, so combo definitely does something. We'll have to check the enemy's debuff bar next time we throw some punches, because it's definitely doing something on its own. Flurry of Blows seems pretty cool. Maybe we should grab Spirit Animal for to have later, because obviously, like, right now it's not ideal. We're not really that close to picking up anything that I actually care about, I don't think. I think this level, I'm just going to do a lot of, like, pushing people's central character trait forward. And then probably just more strength. More health and more punching. More punching is more good. And finally, Lucia Wesson, whose whole deal is kind of guns. I think we just give you more gun. What if you had more gun? And then, yeah, you're on an action point threshold. Let's just go ahead and take that. Okay, well, we left Colorado Springs, and we did a pretty good deal here. Also, we killed a guy who absolutely, definitely deserved to be killed, and was certainly a bigger threat to human life than October was. So, you know, in the end, maybe that quest is a little bit less morally complex than I was thinking, because only one of the people involved says the phrase race traitor to you. It sort of paints one of the sides as much more clearly evil. Anyway, I do believe that is all we have time for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time on Monday, for real this time, because it's not a surprise holiday, I checked, we're gonna go maybe have some words with the last surviving Dorsey. And we'll see you then.